Hey, I'm Mike.
I'm Charlie.
And today we're going to talk about how you flat tow your Jeep Wrangler behind your RV. This is going to be a quick introduction of what products we use when we're flat towing our 4xe behind our Class A RV. This doesn't matter what class RV you have, and this doesn't matter if it's a 4xe, but this information is Wrangler specific, JL specific for that matter. There are some small differences for a JK. But we're going to show you what we use. Charlie has helped us install previously. We have the Maximus 3 tow recovery loops, and that's what we use. So we're going to have a separate video on that. You'll be able to click the link above to watch the full install on this. We did have an install video on these before. These recovery loops have been upgraded by Maximus 3. So we tow with the Maximus 3 tow loops, which are going to be installed in a separate video. We use the CoolTech wiring harness, which we also have a video of an installation, but again, there is an update, so keeping you guys up to speed on that. There is conversation about a dead battery, and Charlie, you can pull out that harness. Do you want to talk about how the dead battery system works?
I mean, you understand it more than me, so.
Well, so a lot of people are complaining on the JLs that the battery is dead before they get to the campground. We never had that issue, and why did we never have that issue?
We have not had this issue of a dead battery because we have our Jeep battery being charged by our RV.
So to Charlie's point, I personally have not had a dead battery. Having said that, this problem is only true on a JL with LED light package, specifically the LED tail lights. And the reason that is back in the day, when your tail light monitor would tell you if you had a burnt out tail light or not, it would use the resistance of the bulb. If the resistance of the bulb was gone, it knew that the bulb was burnt out. Fast forward to LED lights, that resistance is such a minimal thing. There's actually a separate trigger wire that goes back to the tail lights and wakes up the computer on the Jeep to say, hey, I'm burnt out. So while this does breaks all the power to the taillights, it doesn't break that signal wire. So the Jeep still thinks that the taillight's burnt out. That signal is still looking for the taillight, and it wakes up the Jeep every time you hit the brakes on your RV. So this switch will break the signal wire back to the computer saying that the taillights are burnt out, and it will no longer wake up your computer on the Jeep while you're towing. Now, I will say, some people are very concerned about cutting wires. It looks way worse than it is. It's pretty non-invasive, and even with the factory Mopar harness, you will have the same issue with a dead battery if you have the LED taillights, because the factory Mopar harness doesn't accommodate for that same communication between the burnt out lights and the tail lights. And the computer system. We'll have links in this video, and at the end of this video, follow along for the specific installations of each of these. If you have questions, please comment below, and we'd be glad to answer them. So we're going to do this in a few steps. I think today we're just going to do the wiring harness, and then another day we're going to follow up with the Maximus 3, and we're going to show you how we install it so it's nice and clean, and you really can't see that your vehicle is set up to be towed once you're all done. You ready?
Yep.
All right, let's get going.